Title: The Video That Broke My Husband Inside. He has never been the same since. The night it happened was unusually quiet. The kind of quiet that presses against the windows and makes every small sound feel amplified. I remember the soft hum of the refrigerator in the kitchen, the faint ticking of the hallway clock, the rustle of the curtains as the cold air brushed against them. My husband, Aaron, sat on the couch with a cup of untouched tea in his hands. The steam rose in slow spirals, fading into the dim light of the living room. His shoulders were tense. His jaw was tight. Something in him felt strange even before the video played. He was holding his phone, his thumb hovering above the screen. I saw a tremor run through his hand, a small nervous tremble that sent a chill down my spine. "What is that?" I asked softly. He did not answer. He simply inhaled deeply and pressed play. The screen lit up his face with a pale, ghostly glow. His eyes widened almost instantly. I heard the faint audio from the phone, muffled and distorted. A strange mix of voices, static, and something else. Something that sounded like a cry. Aaron leaned forward, as if the phone pulled him toward it. His breathing changed. Slower at first, then faster. Uneven, shallow. I watched the muscles in his neck tighten. A bead of sweat formed at his temple. The room felt colder, or maybe it was just me. He whispered a name I had never heard him speak in the 10 years of our marriage. Daniel. The way he said it made the hairs on my arms rise. It was not a nickname. It was not a friend. It was grief, wrapped in a single word. The video continued to play. I could hear footsteps echoing, a door slamming, a shaky voice calling out for someone. Then a sudden loud crack from the audio made me flinch. Aaron nearly dropped the phone. His breath hitched. He pressed his hand to his mouth as if he was about to be sick. I moved closer, not to watch, but to steady him. His entire body trembled. His pupils were small and terrified. "What is that?" I whispered. "Who is Daniel?" He did not answer. He replayed the video, over and over. Each time his breathing grew more frantic. He squeezed the phone so tightly I thought it might break. The living room lights flickered. The shadows stretched across the walls. Everything felt wrong. On the 5th replay, he paused the screen. He stared at the image frozen there. It showed a dim hallway, a door slightly open, a figure standing inside the room. Aaron whispered, "I know that place." His voice cracked. It sounded like something inside him broke open. My stomach twisted. What place? He slowly turned his head toward me. His eyes were glassy, distant, lost in a memory that I had never been a part of. He said, "It is the house. My older brother's house. The night he died." My breath caught in my throat. He had never spoken about that night. Not once. Not in 10 years. He swallowed hard. His fingers twitched around the phone. He recorded this video before he passed. No one ever found the file. No one ever knew what really happened. And now, it is here. His voice trembled like a candle flame in a storm. I felt the cold from the floor seep into my bones. The silence around us thickened. I could hear my own heartbeat, slow, heavy, uneasy. "What is in the video?" I asked. He exhaled shakily. He pressed play again. This time, he turned the phone toward me. I saw the hallway, the door, the dim light, the figure. But before I could make sense of what I was seeing, the screen glitched. A sharp burst of static filled the room. A distorted voice echoed through the speakers. Then the figure in the video turned. Not fully, just enough to reveal half of a face twisted in fear. Aaron's hand clenched mine. His grip was desperate. He whispered, "That voice you heard earlier, that cry, that was him calling for me. He called for me that night. I was supposed to be there." His words hit me like a cold wave. I stared at the frozen image of the terrified figure. A chill crawled up my spine. Aaron shut off the video abruptly. He lowered the phone slowly. His eyes were hollow. Then he said the words that made my heart stop. I heard another voice in the background, a voice I did not recognize. Someone else was in that house. I felt the room tilt slightly. The wall seemed to close in. My throat tightened. "What do you mean, someone else?" Aaron looked at me with a hollow expression that no longer belonged to the man I knew. "I think this video shows the truth of what happened that night. And whoever was in that house has been silent for 10 years. He looked toward the dark hallway behind us. His eyes were fixed, unblinking. Until now. The air felt thick and heavy. A cold draft brushed the back of my neck. I turned slowly, expecting to see nothing. But the hallway was darker than before, as if the shadows had deepened, as if something waited there. Aaron stood up shakily. He wiped sweat from his brow. His voice was barely audible. "I need to finish this. I need to know what the rest of the video shows." He pressed play one final time. The screen lit up again. The distorted audio resumed. The footsteps grew louder. The shadow in the doorway shifted. Aaron leaned closer. His entire body tensed. I held my breath as the video moved toward the final seconds. Then the screen flashed white. For a moment, the room felt weightless, silent, still. Then the final frame appeared. A clear image. A face. A detail I could finally understand. And it was the detail that brought the ending. Aaron let go a quiet, broken breath. He lowered the phone. His eyes filled with tears, but his expression softened. The years of guilt loosened from his shoulders. He exhaled fully for the first time since the video started. "It wasn't my fault," he whispered. He was not alone in fear. He was not calling only for me. He was calling for help, and help arrived too late, not because of me, but because everything happened too fast. He placed the phone on the table. His hands finally stopped shaking. He looked at me with a tired but peaceful gaze. I sat beside him. I took his hand. I felt his fingers relax around mine. The video did not break him. It released him. It gave him the truth he needed to stop drowning in guilt.